Hey, you guys, let's get into your reading. And of course, if there's anything you need from me, you can find those details down below in the description box. That includes my email if you want to email me about a personal reading. We can talk about it, discuss those details, and then we can get that squared away. Also is a link to our sponsor, Psychic Source, okay? So if you've been needing clarity and you haven't had time to wait for somebody that you chose maybe on YouTube or maybe somebody out in a public space, Psychic Source has you covered. So if you click the link down below in the description box using my unique code JMarion, you can get up to 40 minutes of clarity and insight for only 1980. So plenty of time for you to get questions that you needed clarity on. If you're not satisfied with that insight, you can get your money back. See, you win, period. So check those details down below in the description box. But let's get into this reading for the month of December. Okay. Divine, what energies surround this reading? Can I have four? Thank you. We have Lucky Break. And what's interesting about Lucky Break is on the split, literally on the first shuffle when I was pre-shuffling, this is what I saw. So we have Lucky Break. So good fortune, good things coming, as well as turning point. Okay. Divine, what else do we have here? So we have wine and dine. So courtship, consistently dating, romance and passion. So I feel like, what's very interesting is I feel like this is going to be a month for people. You know, how things slow down and, a lot isn't happening. I feel like a lot of people are going to be dating, this winter, this fall, even more so than the summer. Okay. So I do feel like dating, is going to be very significant, intimate conversations, discussions. I feel like you're going to feel like you hit the lottery. Divine, what else is here? Okay. So we have SOS. So distress, act with urgency as well as assistance needed. Okay. And Divine, can I have the last one for this energy here? Okay. And then we have black sheep. So rebelling, going against expectations, defying norms. So I wouldn't say specifically there is an overall theme, but I will say there is strong significance here and things really starting to work out in your favor in the more intimate spaces of your life, in areas where you possibly also needed help, where you needed assistance. I feel like you are about to get an answer, whether this is an email to a problem or issue that you had, letting you know that something is now solved and something is working out in your favor. But I do feel like this is still going to be a season for a lot of you all where you may be dating, but you will find yourself more alone than together, and that's not a bad thing. Divine, let's go. So let's clarify Lucky Break. Divine, tell me more about Lucky Break here. Okay, so we have spilling the beans. So revealing secrets, cats out of the bag, as well as untrustworthy. Hmm. And then we have turned here at the bottom of the deck. Interesting. Divine, what else is here? Clarify. Okay, so we have Bonnie, and Clyde. So ride or die, us against the world, as well as dedicated partnerships. So once again, partnerships are going to be very significant. I feel like there's going to be information that's going to get spread about maybe you having somebody new. I feel like somebody's not going to like this, which is why I feel like there's going to be some form of gossip surrounding this. So there will be gossip surrounding you dating. It may be a toxic masculine that you've dealt with previously that may find out about this, and may start to reach out to you just to see if they can still bag you, see if they can still get you. You look very happy, which is why this person probably would want to disrupt something, because I just feel more so disruption than anything else. And then honestly, I believe Mercury is now out of retrograde. Divine, tell me more about this energy. Can I? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And here you have it. So extra. So dramatic, trying too hard, as well as starter. Yeah. So I do feel like for a lot of you all, you're going to be in a space where things are just starting to work out for you. And as in the more intimate spaces of your life is what it really is. So you could be having a lucky break as far as dating, finding a partner. Finding friends, different friend groups and things like that. It could be a multitude different things, but it feels more communicative. It feels more like community than anything else. But I do feel like with whatever situation this is, there's going to be some form of interruption or interference. Because I feel like with extra, there's going to be some sort of karmic tie, some sort of person you dealt with, some sort of past presence that would do something to interrupt your present space. And yeah, I don't think it's going to land, but it doesn't stop the attempt. Divine, can I have the last one for this energy here? Okay. Yeah. So that's so funny. So we have recalling, so memories, missing someone as well as reminiscing. And then we also have rebound that came out with that. So flighty, temporary option, as well as unpredictable intentions. So this is definitely more so clarifying on what this extra is about. I do feel like for some of you all, there will be dramatics concerning somebody that you've dealt with previously. They may come into your space to interrupt your present space. But I don't feel because the effort is, with recalling as well as rebound. This is somebody that's stuck in the space of nostalgia. This is somebody who's probably in the space where they're consistently, thinking about you. Now that they looked at something or heard some news of you actually moving on for real, for real, for real, and dating someone else and probably even becoming engaged or even married, you definitely will hear from someone soon. Period. Divine, tell me about wine and dine here. Okay, so we have frenemy. For some of you all, you fake. Okay, wait. There's like wait. Fake friends, two-faced as well as hidden intentions. Okay, for some of you all, you literally will be having conversations with people you've dealt with previously. With frenemy, this is given just more so friend vibes that have now turned to spaces where maybe I wouldn't even say enemy, just more so spaces where you don't communicate with an individual anymore. I feel like there's something about you being more so in the present, being more so in the forefront, being more out there, putting yourself back out there. Because for some of you all, you're going to be putting yourself out there because some real fantastic things are getting ready to happen to a lot of you all, and you are going to want to talk about it. You're going to want to share about it because people are going to put it out there anyway. But I do feel like let's see, Divine, tell me more about this energy of frenemy and wine and dine. Thank you. And then we have today. Okay. So good vibes present in the moment. For some of you all, this could come today. This could come very soon. But I do feel like with whoever this is, I feel like there may be a discussion of wanting to repair or maybe mend a friendship here is more so what I'm getting, because with today, this is good vibes. This is present. This is in the moment. Yeah, somebody's been looking, doing the research, learning more, and then gaining insight with reading up. Somebody's been looking you up. Somebody's heard some things. There's been some conversations surround. There will be some conversation, or there has been conversations surrounding things that you've done or are getting ready to do. But whoever this is, it seems because it seems like they're coming with good energy, honestly, with today. I don't know what the case was. I don't know what happened. Cause this isn't tarot, but I don't know what happened. But there's definitely is a presence and energy of somebody who will want to have some form of discussion with you, sit down, maybe have dinner, meet up. There's a lot of nostalgia going on. Divine, tell me more about today, Frenemium, Wine and Dine. Okay. So we have laughter. So it's a very positive energy. So wholeness, overjoyed, smiling. So I do feel like it could be a good time. For some of you all, I know a lot of you all have said I'm not going back to past energies. This doesn't feel like one of those past energies that did you wrong or did you bogus. It feels like somebody who where maybe you were cool and then you just weren't cool. Like y'all just don't talk anymore. Separate ways. I feel like and even after this doesn't mean that you're going to cultivate a friendship. I feel like this could probably just be a moment to catch up, and that's it. I feel like that's literally what it is. Because I mean, brick wall was even at the bottom of the deck before I shuffle it through. So brick wall. So I feel like there's not going to be this. I feel like probably be well received, but I don't feel like it's going to be anything that penetrates the soul to say, "Hey, let's continue to do this moving forward." Divine, last one for this energy, please. Okay. And then we have cuffing season. So single and ready to mingle, ready for a relationship and on the hunt. Just like I said, even though it's coming in a way like this, this isn't somebody who will want to be. No, this is somebody who's out there. Somebody who's putting themselves out there. I remember saying putting themselves out there, dating cuffing season. And I said, I feel like, this winter, fall, the cooler seasons of the year tend to be seasons that they would call cuffing season, where things start to chill down more, where you're going on, out a little more, because it's, different things going on, holiday activities and, stuff like that. But I do feel like this would be a time of going out, possibly having dinner, conversations, catching up, good times and laughter. Divine, tell me more about this energy of SOS. Okay, so interesting. We have brick wall, okay, and then defense mechanism, guarded as well as hard to reach. I feel like Divine, give me one more, please. All right, it's two. Okay, so for the long call, in it to win it, long term intentions as well as invested, as well as my boo. So official status, exclusive relationship, seeing each other openly. Okay, so I feel like somebody's trying to figure out how to maybe pull down their walls, like have their walls torn down. Because with Long Call and My Boo, I feel like there could be somebody of strong significance that could come into your life. Yeah, I do feel like there's somebody who of strong significance who could come into your life, and I feel like they're probably coming into your life to help you tear down a wall. Yeah, see, swept up. Head over heels, falling in love, intense emotions. I do feel like this is going to be a season for a lot of you all where you start to date, where you maybe even meet people unexpectedly. Dating friends, maybe even coming back into connection with family members that you once were cool with, where maybe you weren't cool. And you're trying to repair and mend that. Divine. What last one for this energy, please? Yeah, fuego. Yeah. Fuego. So chemistry, intense passion, things are heating up. I feel like somebody's coming into your life to tear things down. Those walls that you no longer need. I'm even hearing Beyonce's Halo song, "Remember those walls I built, well baby they're tumbling down." Yeah, so I feel like there will be somebody in your life there will be somebody that will come into your life that you will be able to trust enough that you will be able to put those walls down. You won't need them. Yeah. Divine, tell me more about this energy of black sheep, last. Yeah. So we have key player. So important person playing an essential role as well as irreplaceable. And Divine, what do we need to know about this energy of black sheep and key player? Okay. So supersize me. So doing too much, excessive overindulgence. Divine, last one. I'm for some reason I want to say the word ostracize. So we have detective coming out. So snooping, digging for dirt, accusations, but it flipped out in reverse. And normally I don't reverse these cards. Mm. I feel like somebody that you used to know, somebody, and that's why I'm ostracized. Like somebody that you used to know is really making an effort to possibly find you. Like it's very interesting. Somebody that has been ostracized, somebody that definitely black sheep type of energy that stayed away for a while, maybe. And I feel like this is a solo journey, for this individual, whoever this is. Divine, tell me the last one about this, because somebody's looking for you with detective and snooping, honeymooning. So, love on the brain, talking often, feeling all the feels. I do feel like there is somebody who is really looking for you. That's really interesting. Yeah, it feels like somebody's looking for you because they want to find you because they still probably have some feelings or emotions here. Divine, last one for this. Can I give me one more? Yeah, because I feel like somebody has some residuals because that's what a residuals. Chris Brown residuals. Okay. So the card fell to the floor. It's turned. So party animals, sex, drugs, and alcohol, as well as surface pleasures. Yeah, this is somebody who's trying to find you. I don't know if it's just about a good time, or I don't know if this is somebody who feels like they had a good time with you. Because with honeymooning and turn, I would feel like that is a good time. Like this is somebody who could possibly be very rambunctious in a good way, a very bold personality. But I do feel I'm even for some reason I'm even seeing Aries. So you can know an Aries. This could be involving an Aries, but whoever it is, somebody that has gone away, somebody that you haven't seen in a very long time, somebody who was very a big a part of your life at one point in time, even if it was just as kids. I do feel like somebody's returning to your life because in whatever way y'all had a good time with honeymooning and turn. Y'all used to have a whole lot of fun. Is the vibe that I'm getting, and I feel like it's going to be a lot of reunions of sorts. But this is those good reunions, those reunions that you kind of look forward to. Like if you haven't seen a friend in quite a few months, and then they pop up out of the blue, to kind of surprise you. And it's just like it's one of those good surprises, is what it feels like. So a lot of connections, within this energy for the month of December. Divine, is there anything specific we need to know about the month of December? Okay. Yeah. So three of Pentacles, as well as the lovers. I feel like this will be a season, a month of collaborations, like coming together of people. Three of Pentacles, third parties, definitely the beginning of maybe even solid foundations here. This energy is actually very refreshing to actually be connected to people that you wanted to be connected to previously in a good way, but maybe just some things did not fall into place. But it feels like some things will now be falling into place concerning connections that you dealt with previously, those good ones that you wanted to be a part of. Divine, tell me more about this here. Okay, Gemini could be very significant. We do have the King of Swords that came out sideways, which is very interesting. And normally that doesn't happen. And I feel like it came out sideways because generally, in some tarot, some people call the King of Swords the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords the divorced king and queen. I feel like with a separation more so than anything else with the King of Swords, with this King of Swords being sideways, I feel like there's a question or a matter of if things will come back together again. Somebody questioning a disconnection. Divine, tell me more about this King of Swords here. Tell me about the King of Swords specifically. So, Four of Cups, yes. This is somebody who's wandering. I feel like this is somebody who's in a state of, I wouldn't even say indifference. I feel like this is somebody in a state of trying to figure something out, whether this is emotionally, is what I'm feeling about this with the Eight of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. Somebody definitely considering, something to themselves, whether somebody maybe should come together. Because I feel like there will be a lot of meetings, a lot of reunions. Yeah. Divine Four of Cups concerning this King of Swords. Yeah, with the Six of Wands. Yeah. This is somebody who possibly, like the Black Sheep card was, this is possibly somebody who was hidden away. King of Swords is definitely representing itself exactly how it's been coming out as far as the energy. So King of Swords Four of Cups, Six of Wands. This is somebody I feel like who wants, success, who wants to see something different. Somebody who is regretting, in some way the decision and the choice that maybe you both agreed upon. And I feel like this is somebody who wants to open that question back up or wants to, re-question something here. Divine, tell me more about this King of Swords. Give me the last one for the King of Swords with this Six of Wands. Yeah, Six of Cups. This is somebody you definitely have memories with. Somebody you definitely you've dealt with this individual before. Whether this was friends, romantic partners, whoever this is, you've dealt with this energy before. You've dealt with this presence before. Six of Cups. Yeah. Okay. Divine, move forward with the King of Swords. And then we have the Five of Wands. So I do feel like there was some sort of conflict here, whether this was things that happened previously in conflict, isn't, anger. It's just something, there was an issue, there was a problem, something was conflictual, something prevented something from happening here with the Five of Wands. Divine Five of Wands, because I feel like somebody wants to address that. Four of Pentacles, so maybe somebody had some pent up issues, some maybe conversations or things that they withheld because they had things that they wanted to say, but maybe they didn't know how with the Four of Pentacles. Divine, tell me about the Four of Pentacles. What was withheld? So Page of Pentacles. Maybe this is, I feel like somebody withheld, shall we say, becoming serious. Somebody maybe didn't want to move out of that state of dating to something serious, being partners for real. Maybe somebody was very juvenile at first. Divine, tell me Page of Pentacles. Yeah, Two of Wands. Like, I feel like there maybe was a decision to not move forward with a relationship here, a connection. Hangman. Yeah. I feel like somebody maybe thought differently, maybe saw a different perspective, maybe thought something else would happen somewhere else, maybe, but whatever it is, there will be some coming together of a separated party. Divine, what else is here? We have the Tower, the House of God. And tell me about the Tower. And we have the Star. Yeah. So I do feel like this will most certainly will be a time where somebody may possibly be guided towards you. I do feel like this is going to be something much like the Tower, something very unexpected, something that you don't see coming. Because I feel with the Moon, something you don't see coming. I feel like, maybe that's how it had to be. Because I feel like if you knew it was coming, you would probably stop it, or you probably get in the way of something that's actually maybe very good for you. I know how it is. Most people say once you're done with energies of the past, and that's why I say be leery, but you also have to use discernment as well. And I feel like you will know what connections you can be a part of and what connections you can't. Divine the Star, because I do feel like somebody's going to be guided towards you again. Then we have the Knight of Wands. Most certainly, I do feel like somebody's going to be guided towards you. But the good thing about this is I do feel like this is somebody who is confident about their approach. I feel like this is somebody who knows why they are approaching you here as well, but it still remains hidden. It remains a secret, the details of what that could possibly be. Divine, what else do we need to know about this energy here? So we have the Seven of Cups. One thing's for sure. I do feel like there is a very fond attractiveness. I will say there definitely is a hint at things of a sexual nature. Okay. Just a hint, Divine Seven of Cups. And then we have the Two of Swords. But this could be also an energy of somebody who is, taking a different route, taking a different approach instead of approaching you in that way. Because I feel like there's somebody who wouldn't want to confuse the dynamic with their, lustful desires, which is, not nothing, it's normal. but they don't want to, ruin things possibly with that here as well with the Temperance, which is why they're changing the nature of how they present themselves, how they approach you, how they flow, how they move. Yeah, but I do feel like for the month of December, that's what you'll see. You'll begin to see connections, whether this is family that you haven't spoken to, in a while, whether these are friends that you disconnected to for a while because you just went separate ways, or be it, romantic partners that things just didn't get off the ground going. This could be fresh, clean energy here as well, but is heavily dominated by just an energy signature that you've dealt with previously. Okay. Pisces Soul Tribe, that was your reading. Hopefully, this message resonates with you in some way, shape, form, or fashion, and you're able to take something from it that you could use. Of course, if there's anything you need from me, you can find those details down below in the description box. And that does include our sponsor, Psychic Source, because clarity is of the utmost importance in this time because there are a lot of things that are happening around us. So check those details down below in the description box for my unique code to get your discount, especially if you are a new member. Okay. And of course, my good people, remember to conquer this day, and I'll see you in the network. Bye, guys.